Greetings and salutations. This is Archbishop William Eusebius Brown, the presiding bishop and chief protector of the Archdiocese of Eusebius of Caesarea, works within the New Day Fellowship of Independent and Global Churches and Ministries, Incorporated, where our motto is trust, integrity, and God's accountability. I'm set out today to kind of share some things as it relates to the educational components that we are preparing for in the North American Bishops Congress meeting that's coming up this May the 13th through the 15th. Here in the city of Memphis, we are standing on tiptoe anticipation, expecting an overflow of information and knowledge to be demonstrated at our Bishops College Clergy Laity Staff Symposium this year, 2010. We're so excited because in Christendom, there's a lot of things that's going on out there, especially in the episcopacy and those that are also in the roles of cleric or clergy. It's not good for clergy and those that are in the episcopacy to be so distant and to be so fragmented as it is in 2010. The purpose of the North American Bishops Congress is to set about unity among the bishops in the church. Don't matter what jurisdiction you come from, what organization that you may be a part of, or what body that you may feel that you're part of that don't necessarily understand the church historical from the concept of the early church and how the early church really started its work. And what we want to do is make sure we bring unity back. We're living in a time now that Christendom, along with our clerics and our bishops, we're so fragmented. We are so disconnected. So many are trying to build their own kingdoms, and the real sense of unity has really left the forefront of what Christ left for us to do. I believe it's a scripture that he talks about that deals with the act of love. And we want to be that example, to be able to demonstrate the act of love and tear down these old fables that's out there that tends to lead us and to have us separated, to let old schisms and isms get in the way, different dogmatic theories, different types of theology to get in the way. But let's let God get in our course, in our way, that we may follow the love that he left for us in the early church. For too long now, the disunity going on in Christendom is at an all-time high. Had the opportunity to do a research the other night on Barna Research, and they quoted that Christendom is fragmented right now among its leaders. And we must make an example to make a difference as it relates to our historical roles in the episcopate or as a cleric. Our job is to build unity, to be the example, not the ones that distance, not the ones that's doing our own thing. The North American Bishops Congress want to work with, of course, all our different jurisdictions that are valid and have an authentic, valid ministry. Not fly-by-night, but valid ministry. And if you're not valid in the concept that you may think valid really means, still come and get involved with the North American Bishops Congress. We're not to judge anyone, but we're there to lend information, advice, tools to make things a little bit easier for your walk in these historical offices. The North American Bishops Congress was mainly started to bring this unity back to the church. Not to be distanced from one another, not to get the big head, but to be able to bring the unity back to the local assemblies, the local cathedrals or parishes or churches that we may work within, and to work simultaneously with our clergy, to be able to draw strengths from one another from different concepts and different backgrounds. We want to do that, and that's our attempt in our North American Bishops Congress. I'm pleased to announce that the Congress is growing by leaps and bounds. It's bringing some very strong leadership in the ranks of the North American Bishops Congress, and it's leading to the point that we can step up the pace as it relates to our stance on certain things that's going on in Christendom and in our world today. such as the bad economy and various things such as certain methods of doing various things. We can bring a stance on certain things, and to be able to stand up toe to toe with one another, to be able to be on one accord to do the finished work. The North American Bishops Congress want to make sure that it's there for those that are in the episcopacy. We do welcome those that are in the elect status. We encourage you to go through your process with your own jurisdiction. The North American Bishops Congress is not an ordaining or consecrating council. That's something that should remain rightfully within your jurisdiction or organism or organization that you may be a part of. Our job is just to strengthen where strengthen need to be strengthened at in your walk, in your spiritual life, as well as your relationship. I said in some other segments recently, relationships is very key with us in the North American Bishops Congress. It's so much key because we want to be able to know you from years and years to come. This is something that we just don't want to know you for a year to 4 years and kick you to the curb like so many groups have kicked people to the curb because of dogmatic theology. We want to be able to continue these authentic relationships properly, that we may do the unfinished work. So I'm here to say that today as President of the North American Bishops Congress. Thank you, and we'll see you at the Congress. Be blessed.